Hello, my soul family. How are you? Hope you're doing great, happy, and healthy. So today we are going to discuss about empathy. We are going to discuss about super empaths or hypersensitive, highly sensitive people. So they are few rare people on the planet who are very, very, very empathic and very sensitive, and I am one among them. And today I am going to give you some signs and symptoms of all this so that you can identify it. You can identify it within yourself if you are very hypersensitive or highly empathic. Okay, so I will also discuss about how it is both a blessing and a curse. Okay, how it is both it can act as an advantage and also a disadvantage. It has a it is two sides of a coin. Okay, so this gift of you can make you or break you. So listen to till the end and identify yourself if you have this quality within you, if you have this gift within you. Okay, so highly empathic people. Some of us, if you talk about me, I was even since from my childhood I was like that. I was very, very empathic. I if somebody cries in front of me, I couldn't see like people crying in front of me. I couldn't see people getting hurt in front of me, because if they do, if I see somebody crying, I also like I can also feel them emotionally. Not if somebody gets hurt, I can feel their energy emotionally. So this is the quality of empathy. Okay, so if you are a very empathic person, then you can feel the energy of others, even if they are not in front of you, even if they are not in front of you, even if they are in a very far in some other country, even if that person messages you or texts you, you can feel the energy, their vibe in the text or a message. Okay, that is the level of empathy I had. That is the level of empathy which a super empath can have, which a highly sensitive person can have. Okay, so if even if you get a message or text from somebody, be it your friend or somebody else, then that message can also affect you. Even if the voice, the tone of the other person, how they are speaking to you, how the tone, the sound tones, that can also affect you, both in positive ways and a negative way. If somebody is not liking you, if somebody is just faking you in front of you, faking in front of you, then you can identify it with their voice. Even if they are speaking very nice and beautiful words in front of you, but in their voice you can figure out that something is fishy, right? So with same with the messages also, same with the person's energy and expression also. Sometimes if a person is standing in front of me, if they are giving me some weird expressions, and then I can figure out that something is bad with this person, I have to stay away, right? So this is the level of empathy I'm talking about. And it is a sometimes it when I did not get awakened, it was very, very difficult for me to observe all these energies from people I was getting from. Okay, so there were so many different kind of peoples and different kind of behaviors and attitudes. And being an empathic person, and being a person with a good heart, I have to say the truth, right? So if you are a person, if you are holding the positive energy within you, and there are different variety of peoples around you, and they are pouring in and they are dumping in their own negativity, negative vibes through their messages or calls or sound tones, or their by the voice or just by the expression, then you can easily feel that. And sometimes you just before you're awakening, and you don't know how to handle all these things, you don't know how to deal with all these things. And I had suffered a lot in my life because I didn't know how to deal with all of these things, because I was continuously getting exposed to. Yes, obviously, you have to live with people, right? There will be so many people around you, and day by day you will interact with so many people. Be it with through your profession or a school or a college life, you'll experience different kinds of people, and you will experience different mentalities of people, and you will experience different behaviors of your own family members sometimes. Okay, so you will observe absorb all these energies continuously, constantly, and you will never be able to be calm. I was never like, I was always, my mind was always chattering, and all the tabs in my mind were always open because of the continuous energy I was receiving from people. And at that time I didn't know how to deal with all these things. I didn't know how to set the boundaries. Okay, so I was continuously absorbing their energies. I was continuously receiving their negative vibes and negative energies, and it got accumulated within me, and I didn't know how to release of all of these things. I didn't know how to deal with, I didn't know how to set boundaries. So if you are a person who is also experiencing some these kind of situations, if you all if you have experienced these kind of circumstances or situations in your life before, then there is 100% chance that you are also an empath. Not only from the people, sometimes when I go to certain places, okay, those places also affect me. If some place is not a right place, it by seeing physically, it might look good, that place might look good, but the energy, the vibe that place carries, you can figure out that if you step into that place, and you can figure out that this place is not a right place, and you feel like moving out of running away from that place. Okay, such kind of vibes. So you can pick out that energy from certain places also, not only from certain people, certain persons, but also from the places. You can pick out the energy of a certain place. Okay, certain place or a certain thing. Okay, certain thing. And one day I will give you some one example. So I was going, I like plants, I like planting, and I like doing gardening and all these things. I love plants. So there's a plants garden. There is a nursery kind of thing near my house. So I one day I went there, and I regularly go there and buy some new plants, and like, I love plants. So I love my house filled with plants. Okay, I'm that kind of a plants obsessed. So I love nature, I love plants, I love spending time with plants and flowers. Okay, so I used to go to nursery, and I just for seeing also, sometimes I used to go, and just for buying the plants and all those things. So one day I went to a nursery, and I was moving around the areas, and I ended up in a certain place where there were no plants. Okay, the little spot over there, at that place, I did not like, there were no plants. And when I was seeing all the plants which were kept in line, and I was moving around. Okay, I was moving around, and I ended up at that spot, and I did not get a nice feeling. I felt like somebody was watching me, and I felt like there is some kind of energy there. So I immediately, like, I felt like I told that person that I'll buy it later, and I came back. Okay, I stepped back, and I came to my house. So sometimes you will feel that somebody is there around certain places or something like that. So you will easily, if you are a highly sensitive person, then you will easily pick up the energies around you. You will not only through people or persons or places, but also the negative energies or positive energies. If there is a negative energy or positive energy in a certain place, then if you go to that place, then you can either feel that energy, or you can I don't think feeling is the right word, but you can sense there is some kind of energy. Okay, you'll not feel, but you can sense that there is some kind of energy there. And you can also, like, sometimes get the vision of a certain creatures, or certain uncomfortable visions of certain things. And also you can smell certain bad smells or something like that. So even the good smells, even if there is a divine energy, if there is a beautiful energy, then you will smell certain beautiful smells. Okay, so these are all the qualities of the highly empathic and highly sensitive people. So before, in my life, I thought that, before my awakening, I thought that why these kind of things are happening with me, how to stop all this. I didn't know any idea. So I was what I was doing is, I was cursing my own gifts. I was thinking that why these things are happening. This is only happening to me, and others can't see these things, others can't smell these things, and I'm the only one, feeling and sensing and smelling all these things, and how to stop all these things. And I used to, complain to God that please don't give me these abilities and all those things. But few of us are born like that naturally. You cannot help it. You are naturally, you're a born star seed, right? You're a star seed, and you are a born you are born with certain gifts, and those gifts are for your own use, and those gifts will act like a tool in your future. Okay, when you ascend, then you will realize that how to utilize these tools, how to utilize these gifts. Okay, so don't feel, if you are in that condition where you are cursing your own self, you are hating yourself because of your own gifts. Okay, so don't do that. It will, you will realize that these gifts are the ones which will help you a lot in your journey in your life. Okay, you will also be protected because of your gifts. Okay, so don't feel ashamed of your gifts, embrace your gifts. Okay, you are given these gifts and tools by the goddess Adiparashakti, so that you can be protected, you can be nourished, and you can be a born leader. You can be a healers. Okay, so with these gifts and qualities and tools which you have, you can heal yourself, and you can heal others also. So never ever think that these are all not good, and never ever hate yourself. I did that for so many years now, but now I'm not doing it. Now I'm in my self love mode, so I am not doing it at all. So whatever the things which you had before, those were for your own use only. Those were for the, you are given certain gifts for your own good, for your own well-being. Okay, for your own life, for you to decode your own secrets of your life's journey. Okay, so never ever complain about these gifts. Instead, try to manage them, try to learn how to deal with them, try to learn how to set boundaries, try to learn how to use your tools in the right way, try to learn how to use these gifts in the right way. Okay, so first identify what gifts you have, then how to deal with those gifts, how to use those gifts. Okay, then you will not have then you will not face so many problems like before, how I was facing so many problems with my own gifts. Okay, so before I didn't know how to keep these things in a place. Before I didn't know how to use them, and before I didn't now also I don't know that 100 like perfectly, not 100%, but I'm still learning. Okay, I'm also in that learning phase. Okay, but now I am at least not hating them. Okay, I'm at least not hating them. And I used to hate myself a lot for being very hypersensitive, and for being very empathic. Okay, and all the people in my house also, I used to get the garbage smell during my dark night of soul. For in that period, I used to get weird smells, and I used to get weird visions of different negative entities. And I used to be I was born in a non-vegetarian family, but now I don't eat non-veg. I turned vegetarian, but I, with the smell of the non-veg, I used to feel very itchy, and there is some allergic reaction on my body because of the just because of that smell. Okay, so I didn't I couldn't tolerate that smell of the non-veg every time somebody cooks non-veg in my house, or in the neighborhood, and it used to be a big problem for me. And I couldn't even step out from my house because of the gifts I had, and I hated myself a lot. I cried a lot because of this, and I locked myself in my room for few years now. And because of the smells which I was getting, and I had this strong the smelling ability, and I used to smell things a lot, and I didn't know how to work with these things. And I hated myself a lot. I literally hated myself a lot, and I used to cry a lot that I am unable to be like a normal person. I'm unable to be with the other people around me. I'm unable to spend time with my own family, like all those things. And if we go out somewhere to a restaurant, and I used to sit in a separate place alonely, and all my family used to be at one side, because I couldn't tolerate that non-veg smell. And they used to eat non-veg, and I used to be in be at a separate place. And I used to omit all my family functions. I never used to, I stopped going to my family functions, or if there is any occasions or parties, I completely stopped going to all the parties and all the occasions and all these things. And I also stopped meeting my friends. Okay, because of all these things, because I couldn't tolerate the smell of that. But later I understood everything happens for my own good. Everything is happening for my own well-being. Okay, so I stopped hating all these things. I stopped hating myself for all these things. I stopped cursing myself, and I tried understanding myself by being little compassionate. Because there's already so much of gossips, and there's already so much of taglines and criticism from all the people around me, that I'm very hyper, very sensitive, and all these things, blah blah blah, and I'm very I'm too sensitive, and I shouldn't be like that, and all these, people blame me for certain things, and I before I used to feel very bad about it, but I don't feel bad anymore. Now I just let go of all these things, and I understand. Now I'm in a position that now I understand that what other people think about me is not none of my business. It's me who have to be in my own balanced state, and if I'm feeling that I shouldn't go somewhere, I shouldn't go. If I feel that I should spend time with people, and I should manage things, if I can manage things and by going somewhere, I will go. Or if I feel that I'm uncomfortable by being at some place, or being at a certain situations, or being smelling some things, then I will avoid it. Okay, it is completely my choice. Now I have taken the my own power back. Now I will do whatever I want to do. Okay, because I know how to love myself. Okay, now I'm not bothered about what others think. If I think, okay, if I don't want to go to a party because there is a full of non-veg in that party, then I will not go to that party. I will avoid that party. So completely I have taken charge of my own decisions and my own opinions, and I am not bothering about what others think, because at the end of the day, it's your own happiness and it's your own well-being. And if you are not feeling comfortable by being at certain places, if you're feeling very empathic and very sensitive, firstly uh, keep a little distance with those things. It is the first step, like how I did before. Like recently I was 2 minutes back I was explaining about it. And keep little distance with these things, and avoid these things for certain time, and observe all these things, and why it is happening to you, from where it is coming, and what is the reason behind all these things. Is it really a gift for you, or is it a medical condition, or if you are facing, why you're facing certain problems, and how to get over those problems, how to manage your gifts with your daily life, and learn about all these things, then it will not cause much problem for you like before. Okay, so these were certain things about empathy and hypersensitivity, and there is a lot to talk about this topic. And this was just one example. I will talk about these topics in the future videos. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in.